A word of caution before we begin. Working with hot boiling sugar can be dangerous and result in a nasty burn if you get it on your skin. This is not the time to have kids running around the kitchen. They can distract you, and you really need to stay focused on what you're doing. First, heat the oil in the pan until it's nice and hot. Two ways to test are with a speck of water, but I prefer to just put a kernel of popcorn in and give it some time to heat up, and when it pops, we know we're ready to put the rest of the corn in. We want to grease our bowl. You can use vegetable spray or even just vegetable oil on a towel, wiping around the bowl. It's okay to be generous. You don't want the caramel to stick. So we'll grease the bowl generously, and when the popcorn's ready, we're going to put it right in here. The oil is hot. We're doing 3 tablespoons of oil to 1/2 cup of yellow popcorn. Put the lid on. Give it a little shake. We're going to keep going until the sound of the pops stop. Just a little bit of steam escape. We're going to pour this right into our greased bowl that we've greased ahead of time and get ready to make the caramel. We're ready to make our caramel. The most important thing is to make sure you have everything ready. We want to have our baking soda measured out, 1½ teaspoons. Our 3 cups of sugar goes in to 1 cup of water. And our butter, 3 tablespoons of butter. And 1.5 tablespoons of kosher salt. And we're going to stir this until it's dissolved over high heat. Now we just want to stir until the sugar is all combined and is starting to dissolve. You can set the spoon aside because we will not be using it. Just in case we have any sugar crystals on the sides of the pan, we're going to brush the sides of the pan down with a wet pastry brush. So no crystals of sugar mix in with the melting sugar, otherwise it might crystallize as it melts, and we don't want a grainy caramel. We want a nice smooth caramel. And then we will not touch it again for about anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. You really have to watch the caramel as it cooks, even though it takes a while to get there. It will start to color, and the moment's going to come on very fast. You can start to really pay attention after 10 minutes. We're going to be looking for some browns starting to occur around the edges. When the caramel reaches its proper color, we're going to take it off the heat and quickly pour in our baking soda and whisk it together before we pour it over the popcorn. Toss with the 2 spatulas that have been sprayed with non-stick vegetable coating, or you can wipe them with the vegetable oil and then distribute it on these sheet trays. So it's good to go over that in your mind so you're prepared for the task at hand. Well, it's been about 12 minutes now, and I've been watching it very carefully. We are starting to see some color around the edges, right around there. Remember that it's browning from the bottom up the sides, so when we start to see color here, it's already getting quite well developed on the bottom. Now here's the tricky part. Once the baking soda is added, the hot caramel will foam up quite dramatically. Don't be alarmed. We have everything ready, and we're going to whisk briefly and pour it over the popcorn. I'm going to turn the flame off. We have a lot of darkness. Still some white in the center. In goes our baking soda. We have the foaming action. This aerates the caramel, and it's going to be what allows the caramel to disperse itself through the popcorn and really be pliable enough to spread. We don't worry about what's left in the pan. Here we go. It's still workable. We're going to toss it until we feel like it's starting to get stiff. But remember, it's so hot, it's still pretty liquid. We don't want to touch it with our hands. It will still burn us. Okay, it's starting to stiffen up. You can see that vegetable spray on our spatulas really helps. And we want to spread it. Oh, what nice coverage we got on there. Imagine how nice and glossy when this dries. It will just be like sugar-coated caramel slick popcorn. We're putting it on the parchment paper because of course that helps release the sugar. I'm starting to get a few strands because I wasn't working quite fast enough, but that's okay. We don't want to move it too much because as it cools it will break apart. That looks really good. One way that we've found that makes it really cute to serve it to friends is fold up yourself a little cone, maybe made out of a cute origami paper, and it makes a nice party presentation, especially for the kids or adventurous adults. And you can set one or several of these out in a dish.